Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buffaloes will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Grab near the marker. It's Ramsey. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Wow, what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. The offense lining up for a first down play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's Tolzien. Hard running there. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. From the gun, running back gets to give. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
He's got great speed. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You've got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Pulls it in. It's Ramsey. Busts through behind his pad. At the 20, he's got space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the Buffaloes will move the sticks.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year. But you've got to be able to get push up front. And it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At the 45, on his way. And that was a huge one that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Give to the running back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Safe completion on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Tolzien. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
And the missed connection on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The official says no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. They're bringing heat. And that ball is picked off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to throw, it's Tolzien. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Wiggles free. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Just drives it between the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ball State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Coming after it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. That they can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry. Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3. Going over the top. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Line getting set on second down. Leaves it with the back. Sweet feet on the move. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's done. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Sometimes it just takes an offense a little while to settle into the game, and David, it seems like they have here in the second.
No doubt you get those nerves out. You get a few of those hits in. Everybody starts to get a little bit of rhythm, and now you start to see it, Palmer. They're starting to put some points on the board.
Yeah, they're lathered up, I think, on the field. I think the play caller has also gotten himself into a bit of a rhythm here, too.
And here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Tolzien. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw, trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Goes to a wide receiver. Gain of 11. And a 1st down for the offense.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Splits the uprights. It's good. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Back to pass, it's Tolzien. Got his man on the right. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Excellent coverage that time. give him any room to set up a big return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
One of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Keeps the legs moving. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
On the return, it's DeMarco. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Right, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now on second down after the incompletion. Quarterback checking off. Looking for a man. It's Tolzien. Steps away. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Oh, picked off. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Line gets set, first down. They go to the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
He breaks the tackle. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not a really huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the work.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverine. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. West Virginia looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Mountaineers. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Heck of a showing. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Now the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score, Michigan 31, Colorado 10.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in?
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He'll work his way down to the 28.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
To the air on first down. Floating away. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback
going for it all. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last one.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
A loss of 13 on the play.
So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. Back to throw, it's Tolzien. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Makes the grab on the left. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He'll take a deep shot here. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Not much room there. They'll give him one to the 9.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the fourth quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Fires to the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. You got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Back to pass, it's Tolzien. He makes the connection. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. All kinds of time before he fires right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you know what? You kind of deserve it. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. So gave him a little bit of hope.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages and try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Good job in coverage defending their own end zone there, because you're trying to compress these windows and make it tough for the quarterback, and they were able to tip that one up in the air, and obviously it falls incomplete.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bucs!
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score. It's a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Scanning the field, it's Tolzien. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. 16 seconds left, and to pull off the comeback, they'll have to get the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pressure coming. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. The run to the left. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it. Game is essentially over right now. You wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have